Hey, today I am talking about masculine women. And no, this has nothing to do with genders. I'm not talking about what you identify as. I'm just talking about masculine energy and women with masculine energy. So that's me. I have always identified as a woman with masculine energy, but and I don't even like using the word identify because it's literally not my identity. But if you were to ask me, are you masculine or feminine energy? It's like, masculine, of course. Yeah. And I know a lot of women who can easily tell you right away, oh yeah, I'm a masculine energy, but we are women. I'm very embodied in my femininity and love being a woman, have two babies, and I got this womb that I think is incredible, and I love everything about being a woman, but I still have this masculine energy within me. So I like to kind of dive deep into that because I'm always looking at just masculinity and femininity and realizing like, man, the whole world, honestly, I think really revolves around it. I think we're always just these humans with both masculine and feminine energies within us, and we're always just trying to find balance. And we find balance in friendships, romantic relationships, and the way that we kind of present ourselves in the world. I think that there's only two types of energies. I think there's a masculine dominant energy and there's a feminine, more submissive energy. That's it. When you talk about genders, man, woman, I don't think that we have a whole list of energy types. I think it's that simple. It's masculine and feminine. And I think we're always doing this tango, trying to balance the two. You've got like the dreamer and the realist, the yin, the yang, all of these things. So that's what I believe. So, but I want to talk about, who are the masculine women? What makes us masculine women? Because, yes, I think we are born this way. I was always born a very strong girl. But I also think that a lot of the masculine women that we see, we are also women who, we kind of take on this masculine energy as a trauma response. And I think that was how it was for me. I think really young, at a really young age, I realized that, men weren't always safe. I kind of encountered, some unsafe male energy in public school as a child, as early as kindergarten, where I realized like, oh, okay, I need to protect myself from men. And the best way to do that is to become a bit more scary or a bit more dominant and masculine and assertive. That's the best way to feel safe as a woman, in a sense, if you don't actually have a masculine protector there with you, because that's the ultimate way as a woman. If we are stepped and embodied in our feminine energy, then we seek that security and safety from having the big, strong man beside us. It's like, oh, this is my man. Like, I'm just thinking like the caveman days, like, oh, this is my man. He keep me safe. He keep my baby safe. We're good. Like, well, that's all I need. Like, I got these strong muscles here. That's it. But it's not the case. As women, we go out into the world alone now, especially we've got these jobs and we go to school and we have these lives. Luckily for us now, it wasn't always that way for women. We go out into the world on our own. And we have to handle our own. And a lot of us do that, if we're unsafe or if we've been put in unsafe traumatic situations in childhood, then we have to come and present as these masculine women in order to feel safe. Now, kind of who are the masculine women? They're dominant, they're delegators. They're just the ones that, like for me, if you need to get something done, if you need people to be told what to do, come ask me. Like, I don't waste anytime. I'm good with communication. I'm a strong leader. Like, I will get shit done. I can manage a team of people, no problem. That's me being in that masculine energy. That's a masculine way of doing things. But when I look back at, my life, my history, what made me this way, and this is kind of what made me realize, being a masculine woman isn't like as great of a thing as I kind of always thought it was. I realize now it was more of a trauma response, and it was more of the fact that, okay, so I look at my relationship with my father, because that's how we learn what masculine energy is. Our first example of masculine is our fathers. Our first example of masculine is our mothers. So I had a father who was emotionally unavailable. Like he just didn't have the emotional capacity. He was raised without a father himself, so he just didn't know what it meant to father, and I, there's no fault there at all. There were years where I struggled with that, blamed him and everything, but now I recognize, okay, when we come into this world, our souls, the way I see it is we're like choosing our own avatars, our souls. We choose our bodies, we choose what country we want to be born into, and we choose our parents. And we choose our parents based off of what traits we want to get from each of them. So I know I chose my dad to make me strong, and he did. And unfortunately, the way he made me strong was kind of by hurting me a lot of times, by not being emotionally there, by not saying the right things, by being absent sometimes. All of those things made me strong. So I spent many years as a teenage girl confused, not understanding that. And of course, like disliking my father, like a lot of teenage girls do. But now I'm like very grateful for it because I see it all from a different perspective. And I'm like, Dad, you did great. You did a great job. You did exactly what I wanted you to do. Thank you, mission accomplished. And it's great. And I can give him so much forgiveness from that and so much love for that. So when we kind of look at that, I think, all right, we choose our parents, and as someone who was always kind of forced to be masculine, recognizing now that it did kind of cause me harm in a sense, because I didn't get to be as embodied in my masculine, and I didn't allow, or in my feminine, I didn't allow myself to be more feminine sometimes. So, I ended up with a partner who is definitely a more submissive feminine energy, and it's perfect for us really because we totally balance each other out. But now that I'm healing my own inner child stuff and healing, wanting to step into more of my feminine energy, it's hard because now I'm with a partner who looks at me and is just like, okay, I need you to delegate like what we're doing today. Like, so I will get mad at him because he won't take control. He won't be more assertive, and he won't tell me what to do. Sometimes, like, I'll just be like, can you just tell me where we're going for dinner? You tell me what we're going to do for a date. You tell me, this, and this. And then I'm recognizing like, oh, he won't because he can't. That's just not him. He is a more submissive feminine energy. But don't get me wrong. He still is a great masculine, especially physically. He has a beautiful masculine body, and he keeps me safe and secure. He is a great provider and a great protector. He really embodies that. But energetically, he is, he can never tell me what to do. He looks at me and he knows he can't tell me what to do. He doesn't even try to tell me what to do a lot of the time because I've never allowed that. I've been way too grounded in my masculine. But now I'm just like, can you please tell me what to do? Or, if I see a moment where he will take control and wrangle the kids and get them out the house and do all the things that like need to get done or accomplish tasks and things without being told, I'm like, yes, I'm turned on by that. Like, okay, yes, you do your masculine thing, like keep going. But this is where it's like I'm learning in my relationship, as a masculine woman, wanting to be more in my feminine energy and wanting my husband to step more into his masculine energy. I'm realizing that, oh crap, I can't do that by the way I've always been doing it, of being more masculine and being like telling him what to do. So, I can't get my husband to be more assertive and more dominant with me by me dominating him and telling him to do that. Like I can't masculine my way out of this one and just say, I want you to, do this, and this to make me feel more feminine, because in me doing that, I'm kind of demasculating him energetically because I'm telling him what to do. But good news is, for all my other masculine women out there, I've kind of found like a cheat code to this. I found a way out of it. And you know what it is? It's going to surprise you. The answer is just be more feminine. Yeah. So releasing control is a big one because masculine energy is very controlling. Like I said, the dominant delegator, right? So if we actually just start to release control and be more feminine, be more soft, and, instead kind of look to them and say, what do you think we should do? What outfit do you think our daughter should wear to daycare tomorrow? Instead of just, here's the outfit, this is what we're doing, this is the plan. Look to them and be like, what do you think? Give them full control, but without kind of saying it. Because then when we let them kind of make that decision and become the more dominant assertive one, they step a little bit further into their masculine energy. And that's cool, right? Because the more they step into that, the more we can just step back and into our feminine, because the feminine is all about letting go, releasing, shedding. There's a reason why we menstruate every month. That's all about shedding energetically and releasing things. So that's what that energy is. So if we can just step back, let them step into theirs, then we're going to find more balance. So, what do we need? I guess, what am I thinking here? Like, I need a man in my life. I need that masculine, my husband, my masculine protector. Like, their job here is to be that safe provider, right? What we need as women is we need a masculine to keep us safe, provide for us, and to allow us to express our truth and creativity, and to respect our inner oracle. As women, we have this mysterious intuition, this divine connection, this feminine oracle within us that can be such a gift in a relationship, because it can help you navigate your whole family through the whole world, right? If we connect with our gut, we can keep our family safe, and we can also bring all the adventure and beauty that the world has to offer. But we can't do that if we don't feel safe to do it. So I spent a lot of years just in masculine and completely denying my intuition. I wouldn't have dreams at all, like psychic dreams or any dreams. I wouldn't receive messages. I wouldn't trust my gut. I was just going by, textbook, following rules or making rules and doing things the wrong way. But now that I'm stepping more into my femininity, I'm like, wow, I do have this beautiful divine oracle. I can receive more messages, and I am in way more of my own power now than I was before. But we really do need that masculine to balance that out, because if we don't have a masculine energy to allow us to feel safe to do that, then we have to step into our own masculine energy ourselves. Like me, that little girl at school who's like, oh, well, I have to do it myself because I don't have that. But when we find a partner who keeps us safe and honors our inner oracle, if you're with a man who is gaslighting you for saying, I had a psychic dream last night, or I had this vision, or my gut's telling me we should do this, if they laugh at you for that, then that's not a safe place for you to be in your femininity, because a feminine energy is totally mysterious. So you need a guy who is not going to think you're crazy for saying, I have this really strong message from myself that, I think we should, I think we shouldn't go to that movie tonight. I think that something bad is going to happen. I have this really strong message saying we should stay home. If you're with a partner who is like, okay, yeah, all right, like I trust that, and they respect that, then that's going to just keep fueling those messages and your own oracle. It's going to make you stronger as an intuitive. But in order for men to do that, in order for them to be that safe masculine provider for us, we need to come at them with softness. We need to meet them in our feminine, because the more we meet them as a feminine, that nurturing, that loving, the affectionate, the romantic type, and the one who, can massage their shoulders if they've had a long day at work, or, like I can get my husband, this, big, strong man, to completely melt in my my arms just by like massaging his head, just doing that, just the top of it. That'll like make him melt. And that's our power, right? That's the feminine power. We can make big grown-ass men melt with a soft touch, or by, giving them a stare, right? We can seduce them, and we can make them fall to their knees with that. And that's powerful. And that's powerful for us. That's how we as women gain our power in the world, because we can't physically overpower a man, but we can do it through our sexuality. We can do it through our words, by like seducing, or by meeting them with their softness and by giving them love. We can get them to do anything we want. A man will always love and respect his mother, because he knows that is the source of life. That was a woman who raised him and who loved him and nurtured him. And if the mother was a loving, nurturing mother, then that man is always going to have so much respect for that woman, and for other women too. If that man had a mother who was not a good mother, then that's going to be a different story. But we gain power by just being that nurturing, soft, loving, feminine. So, men, what do they want? What's the answer for that? They need validation for their hard work. They really do. They need to be told, like, you are doing a good job. You are keeping me safe. You're so strong. Because that, at the end of the day, that's their purpose in life, is to be the provider, the hardworking, the strong one. Think about, I always just go back to the caveman days, because I do remember like a lot of past lives there. And, I think we all can just remember what it was like, even though we haven't physically been there in this life. I think we can all remember how simple things were then. Men, they go out, they hunt, they keep you safe, they bring you back food. And if someone attacks your cave, they keep you safe. Women, we would knit clothing, keep them warm. We would knit clothing with the skins of the furs from the animals that they would bring home. We keep the babies safe. We sing the songs. We give love. We cook the food. We're the nurturers. So it's that simple. But we've gotten so disconnected from that in modern times, where women are running around being overly masculine and men are running around being overly feminine, dominated by women and dominated by society. So something to keep in mind, if you're trying to find more balance in your life, if you're wanting to just find more ease in your life and enjoy it more as a woman, then try just being more feminine. And if you want your partner to help you balance that out, just keep being more feminine with them, or, try having an open conversation with them, because it works in my relationship. We're able to talk about our masculine and feminine energies. And when we feel like something's lacking, or if it's hyperactive, we can have that kind of open conversation now. So let me know your thoughts on this and reach out. You can find me on social media as well at Jeany Crux. And thanks for being here. See you next time.